Meg, I think it would be a difficult case. He'd have to show some kind of breach of contract that perhaps the league failed to uphold its own constitution. Under Article 8 of the Constitution, the commissioner has to show requisite integrity. I guess that could be construed to say that with Ezekiel Elliott, Goodell didn't perhaps...
Small town, big dreams. Young Jerry Jones, barely taller than a box of cereal, greets customers at the family store. This kid's smile could light up Texas, and his ambition would take him to the top of the sports world. Forget rags to riches. This is Jerry Jones, the man who turned the Dallas Cowboys from dirt to diamond. How did 9-year-old greeter become the owner of a billion-dollar team? Well, let's rewind the clock and get this winning season started. Gerald Wayne Jones burst onto the scene on October 13, 1942, in Los Angeles. His dad, Pat Jones, wasn't born with a silver spoon in his mouth. He built his own supermarket empire from the ground up. Jerry got a front row seat to the business world from a very young age. By the time he was 9, he was already a door greeter at his dad's store in Little Rock, Arkansas. This early hustle definitely laid the groundwork for Jerry's legendary work ethic and his nose for opportunity. Greeting customers wasn't just a job for Jerry. It was his first business boot camp. Standing there, he learned the power of a friendly face and a firm handshake, things that would become his signature moves later in life. But Jerry wasn't just there to say hi. The curious kid turned into a sponge, soaking up everything his dad did. He peppered his father with questions, following him around the store like a shadow, hungry to understand every corner of the business world. By his team, forget just greeting customers. Jerry was all over that store, stocking shelves, managing inventory, you name it, he did it. And his dad wasn't messing around either. He was a tough but fair teacher. Jerry learned the hard way about hard work, doing things right, always, and the importance of every little detail. These early years in the family business were like his personal business school, shaping Jerry into the hustler he'd become. Football wasn't just a game for Jerry. It was an obsession. Even as a kid tearing it up at North Little Rock High School, he was a star running back. His skills were so good, he landed a nice scholarship to play ball at the University of Arkansas. There, he suited up under the legendary coach, Frank Broyles. And guess what? Jerry was part of the unbeatable 1964 National Championship team. Being on that field taught him more than just plays. It was all about teamwork, being a leader, and never giving up. Lessons that would carry him way beyond the gridiron. Touchdowns were cool and all, but for Jerry, football was just the beginning. This wasn't a one-trick pony situation. While he was busy leaving defenders in the dust on the field, Jerry was also crushing the classes at Arkansas. He graduated with a business administration degree. That wasn't just a fancy piece of paper. It was his ticket to becoming a business superstar. Jerry knew that everything he learned on the field, from teamwork to strategy to pure never give up hustle, would be his secret weapon in the business world. And he was ready to take that winning spirit and dominate off the field this time. With a college diploma in hand, Jerry was itching to be his own boss. So he dove headfirst into the oil and gas industry, starting his own company, Jones Oil and Land Lease. Those early years were a roller coaster. There were setbacks galore, and his wallet was crying for mercy at times. But Jerry, he's built different. His determination was a force of nature, and he wasn't afraid to take a chance. By the late 70s, all that hard work and risk-taking had paid off big time. He built a booming oil business, proof that Jerry Jones wasn't just a football star. He was a business champion in the making. Even though Jerry was raking in the dough from his oil business, football remained his true passion. Owning an NFL team wasn't just some passing fancy. It was a burning ambition. But the road to becoming a team owner wasn't exactly paved with Lombardi trophies. His first attempt at snagging a franchise, the San Diego Chargers, in 1984, ended in disappointment. But Jerry Jones wasn't built to be deterred by setbacks. He possessed the kind of relentless determination that would make a game-winning drive look much like a cakewalk. Instead of letting the failed Chargers deal deflate him, Jerry brushed himself off and recommitted to his dream. He transformed into a man on a mission, constantly scouting for the perfect opportunity to own a piece of the NFL. He knew the right team, the right moment was out there waiting for him. And Jerry Jones, the tenacious entrepreneur with a championship spirit, was determined to seize it. And finally, in 1989, that opportunity arrived. And Jerry Jones made a power move that would forever alter the game of professional football. He dropped down a whopping $140 million to buy the Dallas Cowboys. This wasn't exactly a slam dunk decision for everyone. The Cowboys were a team in turmoil, both on the field and off. They were hemorrhaging money, and their recent seasons had been forgettable. But Jerry saw potential where others saw problems. This was a gamble, a high-stakes play for a man who thrived on challenges. Jerry wasn't one to waste a single touchdown pass of time. He hit the ground running, ready to shake things up in Dallas. One of his first moves, and it was a doozy, was firing the legendary coach Tom Landry. Fans were ballistic. The media cried foul, but Jerry was unfazed. He knew the team needed a fresh start, a total game changer, and that's exactly what he was bringing in. His replacement, none other than his old college buddy, Jimmy Johnson. Now that's a bold move, a gamble some might say, but Jerry Jones wasn't known for playing it safe. This was just the first play in his grand plan for the Dallas Cowboys. Jerry's gutsy call on the coach paid off in a big way. Under Jimmy Johnson, the Cowboys did a complete 180. They drafted superstars like Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, and of course Michael Irvin, building an unstoppable force. These weren't just players, they were future Hall of Famers, and together they formed the heart of a dynasty that would leave the NFL breathless. The domination was real. 3 Super Bowls in 4 years, 1992, 93, and 95. Jerry Jones, the gambler, the risk taker, had transformed the Dallas Cowboys into one of the most premier franchises. And while the team dominated on the field, Jerry wasn't just counting touchdowns. He was counting profit. He saw a gold mine beyond the game. Jersey, hats, you name it. Jerry wasn't afraid to break the mold. He turned the Dallas Cowboys into a global brand, a merchandising machine. He inked deals with major companies, fattening the team's wallet and securing its future. That iconic star logo, it wasn't just a symbol on a helmet anymore. It was a badge of excellence, a brand recognized worldwide. The Cowboys fan base exploded. Their loyalty fueled by on-field victories and Jerry's off-field business magic. This wasn't just America's team anymore. It was a global phenomenon. And Jerry Jones, the businessman with a gambler's spirit, was the architect behind it all. This wasn't just about jerseys and stadiums for Jerry. He saw the future, a future filled with pixels and hashtags. He embraced the digital revolution, using social media and cutting-edge technology to connect with fans around the world. Jerry wasn't afraid to push the boundaries. His futuristic thinking paid off big time. The Dallas Cowboys became the first sports team to break the $5 billion barrier, consistently topping Forbes' list of the most valuable franchises. Jerry Jones, the risk-taking entrepreneur, had not only built a championship team and a global brand, but he also refined the business of football. He proved that with a little bit of grit, a whole lot of vision, and a willingness to rewrite the playbook, anything was possible. Jerry's fingerprints were everywhere on the Dallas Cowboys organization, from meticulously crafting player contracts to groundbreaking marketing blitzes. He constantly pushed the boundaries to maximize the team's potential. His hands-on style and willingness to gamble were legendary, and they paid off in a spectacular way. The Cowboys became the gold standard, a model franchise, a testament to Jerry Jones, the man who dared to dream big and rewrite the rules of the game. But Jerry's story wasn't over yet. His ambitious, some might say, obsession with winning would continue to propel him forward, leading him down exciting and sometimes controversial paths in the years to come. Jerry wasn't just about winning on the field. He wanted to revolutionize the whole NFL. That's why he built a $1.15 billion monster of a stadium called AT&T Stadium, or Jerry World, as everyone knows it to be. This thing opened in 2009, and wow, did it ever set the bar high. It's got a roof that opens and closes, a giant video board you can pretty much see in space, and luxury boxes fit for kings. Jerry World wasn't just a stadium, it was a statement, a sign that the Dallas Cowboys were here to play, and they were going to do it in style. Forget just football. AT&T Stadium is the ultimate entertainment throwdown, all thanks to Jerry's vision. He didn't just want a stadium. He wanted a whole entertainment complex where you could spend a whole day. We're talking concerts, monster truck rallies, the whole shebang. College football? Yep. Big time boxing matches? Of course. Throw in some A-list concerts and you got a recipe for non-stop action. This isn't just about keeping fans entertained. It's a genius way to keep the Dallas Cowboys name booming all year long, making them a permanent fixture in everyone's mind. But Jerry didn't stop at stadiums. Oh no. This guy was all about pushing the boundaries. He saw this new social media thing taking off and knew it was the perfect way to connect with Cowboy fans worldwide, like a personal pep talk in their pocket. So he jumped on board early, way before other teams. And now the Cowboys' social media game is legendary. We're talking millions of followers on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. It's like having your own personal Cowboys fan club wherever you go. And Jerry wasn't done there. He knew game day had to be more than just watching guys throw a pigskin around. That's why he brought in those legendary Cowboys cheerleaders. They're not just sideline eye candy. These are superstars who perform at games, rock events all over, and even hang out with fans on social media. They're the cherry on top of the Cowboys Entertainment Sunday, making every game an unforgettable experience. Jerry Jones just didn't own a football team. He built a sports empire. His crazy ideas, like that insane $1.15 billion stadium and the whole social media blitz, turned the Dallas Cowboys into a gold mine. And they were the first sports team to ever be worth more than $9 billion, consistently topping the charts as the most valuable franchise. But here's the thing. Jerry saw opportunities where others saw walls. He wasn't afraid to throw money at those ideas. This risk-taking, future-focused approach is why he's considered one of the most successful owners in sports history. Basically, the man's a genius. The small-town boy with big dreams scored a massive touchdown. Jerry Jones didn't just become the owner of a famous football team. He became a legend himself. In 2017, he got inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, the Mount Rushmore for football greats. Can you believe it? The Dallas Cowboys owner is a legend himself. But wait, there's more. Jerry wasn't just celebrating other people's victories. He led the Dallas Cowboys to win the ultimate prize, the Super Bowl. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. Super Bowl 27, 28, and 30 all have his fingerprints all over them. He's the mastermind behind America's team's most glorious moments. Imagine the roar of the crowd, the confetti raining down. Jerry Jones made those epic victories happen. Jerry's winning ways extend way beyond the football field. He's got a whole trophy case overflowing with awards for his business genius. The American Academy Achievements saw his incredible accomplishments and awarded him the 1993 Gold Plate Award. That's a fancy way of saying they were super impressed with his business skills. No kidding. In 2013, he received the Horatio Alger Award, which honors people who overcame challenges to become big winners. Talk about an inspiration. Jerry's story is proof that anything is possible, no matter where you start. Even the world of hunting recognizes Jerry's winning spirit. The Arkansas branch of Ducks Unlimited, a group of serious outdoor enthusiasts, named a Sportsman Award after him. Now that's a huge honor coming from fellow hunters. Seems like Jerry isn't just a football fanatic. He's a well-rounded champion. From the Pro Football Hall of Fame to the Super Bowl trophies, Jerry's collection is a testament to his dedication and hard work. This small-town boy with a big dream rewrote his history and became a legend. Of course, Jerry's ride to the top wasn't all sunshine and roses. His gotta-be-in-charge attitude and love for risky moves sometimes ruffle feathers. This gung-ho style has landed him in hot water with coaches, players, and even bigwigs at the NFL. Remember the old Jerry Johnson fiasco in '94? Dude led the Cowboys to the Super Bowl glory, twice by the way, but they still had a very public meltdown. Jerry's bold bets can pay off big, but they can also backfire in spectacular fashion. The Jerry and Jimmy breakup? It was a Texas-sized rumble that sent shockwaves through the NFL. Those two Super Bowl wins? Just a footnote in this epic clash of egos. Jerry, bless his heart, wanted to be the puppet master pulling all the strings, from draft picks to hot dog prices. And Jimmy? I don't think so. There's no way he was giving up his coaching throne without a fight. Their power struggle turned the Cowboys facility into a pressure cooker. Tensions building hotter than a Texas chili cook-off. Whispers turned into locker room arguments, and leaks to the press fueled by a media frenzy. Finally, Jimmy, fed up with constant meddling, did the unthinkable. He bolted. Fans were left with jaws dropped. Reporters were chasing rumors faster than a runaway fumble. And America's team was suddenly a dysfunctional mess. The official reason for the split remained murky, but one thing was clear. The partnership that had brought Dallas glory had gone up in flames, leaving a smoldering crater of what could have been. After the Jerry and Jimmy explosion, the Cowboys went from championship contenders to, well, just contenders. Disappointment? Sure. I mean, they did snag another Lombardi trophy with Barry Switzer in '95, but that felt more like a victory lap, fueled by Jimmy's leftover magic. Once Switzer took over the reins fully, things went south faster than a fumble on a monsoon. Coaches came and went like tumbleweeds in a Texas dust storm. Chan Gailey, Dave Campo, Wade Phillips, each promising a return to glory, but leaving fans with more heartbreak than a dropped Hail Mary. The playoffs became a distant memory, replaced by long stretches of mediocrity that left a bitter taste in the mouths of Dallas faithful. Even with coaches revolving faster than a Dallas cheerleader's outfit, Jerry's relationship with the players wasn't exactly sunshine and roses. Sure, he wasn't afraid to make the tough calls, even if it meant chopping a beloved running back like Emmitt Smith in 2003. Fans cried foul, but Jerry saw it as a business decision, a cold calculation that left a trail of hurt feelings. This win-at-all-cost mentality made Jerry a champion in the boardroom, but sometimes left the locker room feeling like a battlefield. Jerry in the media? It's a love-hate brawl that's been playing out for decades. The man doesn't hold back, firing off opinions no matter what. Sure, it lands him in more hot water, more often than not, but you gotta respect his hustle. He's a walking headline, a quote machine that keeps the sports world buzzing. This shoot from the hip style rubs some folks the wrong way, but for many fans, it's a badge of honor. Jerry's their outspoken champion, a billionaire gunslinger who isn't afraid to take aim at anyone, even the media giants. It's a chaotic dance. This Jerry and the media tangle thing, one thing's for sure, it's never boring. Remember the whole national anthem protest thing that tore the NFL apart? Well, Jerry, of course, was right in the middle of it. He laid down the law. Cowboys stand for anthem, no questions asked. This ignited a firestorm across the nation. Some folks saw him as a dictator, silencing players' voices. Others cheered him on as a champion of tradition, a guy who wouldn't back down from a fight. Now Jerry, bless his heart, thrives on controversy. He loves being the center of attention, even if it means getting tackled by critics left and right. Jerry Jones might be a walking controversy, a lightning rod for criticism. He stumbled more than a running back on ice, and the brawls can get messier than a Thanksgiving dinner with the whole family. But when it comes to the Cowboys, the man's loyalty is ironclad. He's more accessible than a post-game locker room, always down to chat with fans on social media or slap hands at a game. This isn't just a job for Jerry. It's an obsession. He's a gunslinger with a game plan, constantly reloading for that next Super Bowl run. You might disagree with his methods, but there's no denying his dedication to bringing the glory back to Dallas. Jerry Jones is a walking headline, but there's more to him that meets the eye. Believe it or not, this football fanatic has a whole other life away from the cameras. Back in his college days, he met his forever teammate, Jean, and they've been conquering life together ever since. She's his rock, his voice of reasoning amidst the craziness. Together, they've built a powerhouse family, Steven, Charlotte, and Jerry Jr. And guess what? They're all part of the Cowboys game plan. It's a family business, and Jerry wouldn't have it any other way. Jerry's not a one-man show. He's got his own A-team behind him, a family dynasty running the whole Cowboys operation. There's Steven, the eldest, the mastermind behind player deals and negotiations. He's like a chess champion, always strategizing the next big move. Then there's Charlotte, Jerry's daughter, the queen of the Cowboys brand. She keeps the team sparkling in the spotlight, making sure fans believe that signature blue and silver. And last but not least, Jerry Jr., the youngest, bringing in the big bucks with his sales and marketing magic. They're all chips off the old block, carrying the Jones legacy with a vengeance. Family first. That's the motto for the Jones crew. They're not just blood. They're a well-oiled machine running the entire Cowboys empire. Steven, Charlotte, and Jerry Jr., they all inherited that Jones ambition. It's a family business, all right, and they run it like a championship team. But here's the thing. Jerry's wife, Jean, isn't just a sideline trophy holder. She's out there making a real difference with her charity foundation, helping young folks in Arlington reach their own dream. Now that's a family you can root for. Jerry Jones might ruffle feathers, but mess with his family? That's an interception for sure. Family always comes first for this guy, as it should for anyone. He's a walking billboard for family values, always shouting out his crew as his secret weapon. Busy schedule? No problem. Jerry makes time for fishing trips and vacation. The whole family fun package. Running the Cowboys might be a pressure cooker, but Jerry knows his true end zone is at home, surrounded by the people he loves most. But wait, there's more. The Jones family dynasty isn't done yet. Here comes the next generation. Jerry's grandkids already getting their hands dirty in the Cowboys business. Looks like they're being prepped to take the reign, keeping this whole family operation going strong. Will they rewrite the Cowboys' legacy? Only time will tell. One thing's for sure, Jerry Jones' story is far from over. But Jerry's not all Cowboys and family. The football fanatic bleeds Razorback red too. His alma mater, the University of Arkansas, holds a special place in his heart. He's their ultimate superfan, showering them with cash to support all their programs. It's clear Jerry's love for the game runs deep, and he wants to help others chase their gridiron dreams. This guy's a touchdown for the whole community. Today, Jerry Jones is not just the owner of the Cowboys. He's a symbol of success, innovation, and resilience. His journey from a young store greeter to a billionaire sports mogul is a testament to the power of hard work, determination, and vision. He has transformed the Cowboys into a global brand, a powerhouse in the NFL, and a cultural phenomenon. Jerry's influence? It's like a runaway touchdown that keeps on scoring. Sure, he's the Cowboys' kingpin, but his reach stretches far beyond the gridiron. He's been a battering ram for the NFL's expansion, pushing the game into uncharted territories and creating a global army of football fanatics. New ways to make that green. Jerry's got his finger on the pulse, a financial mastermind who's turned the league into a money machine, richer than a Texas oil baron. He even took football internationally, spreading the holy word of touchdowns and tackles across the globe. Jerry Jones isn't just an owner, he's a revolutionary. He ripped up the old playbook and rewrote it for the modern era, leaving his mark on every field, Dallas to Dubai. And let's not forget Jerry's golden touch when it comes to negotiations. This man can sweet talk a TV network into a multi-billion-dollar contract faster than a running back can shake a defender. Thanks to his deal-making skills, the NFL is sitting on a mountain of money. This financial windfall has allowed them to deck out the league with fancy new technologies, improve player safety, and make game day an even bigger extravaganza for fans. But Jerry's ambition reached beyond the borders of the USA. He's the ultimate cheerleader for the NFL's international takeover. London, Mexico City, these are just the first touchdown passes in his global plan. Jerry wants to turn the NFL into a worldwide phenomenon, with fans from Tokyo to Timbuktu rooting for their favorite teams. This guy is not just the owner of the Cowboys. He's the commissioner of his own international football league in his head. And hey, with Jerry's track record, who knows? Maybe one day we'll see a Super Bowl played on the Great Wall of China. Jerry might be a walking headline, but his heart's bigger than a Texas stadium. This guy isn't all business and sideline rants. He's a big spender for good causes, that is. From his Salvation Army to the Make-A-Wish Foundation, Jerry Jones touchdowns for charities left and right. Millions of dollars have poured out of his pocket to help folks in need, and he shows no signs of slowing down. The Dallas community, they consider Jerry a champion, a philanthropist with a winning game plan. This man might ruffle some feathers, but when it comes to giving back, there's no doubt Jerry Jones scores in the end zone every time. From grocery store greeter to king of the most valuable sports franchise in the world. Now that's a story. This guy's journey is packed with ambition, grit, and a whole lot of out-of-the-box thinking. His impact on the Dallas Cowboys, the NFL, heck, the entire sports world is off the charts. Jerry's a legend, plain and simple, and his story is one for the ages. It'll be inspiring folks for generations to come. The Dallas Cowboys are still hunting for that next Super Bowl win. And you know what? With Jerry at the helm, their hunger for victory is never gonna fade. He's a visionary, a trailblazer, a true icon in the world of sport. But guess what? It all started with a small town kid greeting customers at his dad's store.